Have you ever heard the term sell in May and go away? It starts to make the rounds this time of year. The wisdom goes, summer months are too volatile. Nobody's making money anyway. It's too choppy. The Wall Streeters, the big boys, they're selling out and then they're going on vacation. They're going to the Hamptons. Their money's on the sidelines and they'll come back in the fall. And since that's what they're doing, well, you should too. But what are the hard numbers behind sell in May and go away? The worst rolling 6-month time frame throughout the year, historically, if we go back to 1950, so 70 years of historical performance. The worst rolling 6-year time frame throughout the year is May through October, where we've averaged only 1.7% rate of return. Now we've just come off the best 6-month time frame historically, which is November through April. That average is 7.1% historically. But while May through October might be the worst, a couple of things. First, it's still positive with an average of 1.7% gain. And secondly, it's been up 65% of the time, meaning sell in May has only worked 35% of the time. So only 1 out of every 3 years. In fact, if we look at just May, the month of May has been higher 7 out of the last 8 years. But these are unique times. We've just had an election. We, of course, are in economic recovery thanks to the pandemic. In a post-election year, May has been the 3rd best month historically. And let's talk about economic growth. When you've had good growth in April, the prior month, for example, like we've just had, 5% gain in April. May follows that with a higher return, a growth in the following month, 9 out of the last 10 times. But what have you done for me lately, right? Well, let's just take the last 10 years. 8 of the last 10 years, May through October, has been higher. In fact, you've averaged almost a 4% return. Meaning sell in May has only been right twice in the last 10 years, 2011 and 2015. Now, we certainly have had a great run off the dregs, the bottom there in March 24th, a year ago, a staggering 90% rise on the S&P. We've had a great run. A correction wouldn't necessarily be a surprise. In fact, some would say we're due. But we also have strong fundamentals, a record-setting earnings season, an accommodative Fed, and huge stimulus spending. So sell in May? I don't know. The next time you hear sell in May, go away, tell them that's not what you hear, and send them this link. We'll talk to you next time.